Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on a team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So the Florida State Seminoles offense will get the first swing of the game. And David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team...
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him, but Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. And the Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Sends it back in motion. They'll go with a give to the big tight end on 3rd and short. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. And the Noles come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. That's caught. It's Davis.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Handoff to the lone back. He's loose. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with Warwick Dunn, where you hand him the football and...
There he goes! He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up the first down.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
On the run, still looking. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's going to run it. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
And this offense, they don't want a field goal. You can tell. They want a touchdown. They want points. 4th down, going for it. And how about the QB, man? How about the poise? Dropping back to throw the football. Nah, it's not open. Nothing there I don't feel comfortable with. But he absolutely pulls the trigger, makes the decision, tucks it, and gets the big 4th down conversion.
So Kentucky's offense will take the field for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid of...
Wasting no time taking a shot. He's got it down the left side.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, and now the defense is really on its heels. Nice move to pick up yardage.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. This crowd full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Lost one deep down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And that is just about a perfect punt as he pins them deep inside the 10-yard line. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. Quarterback may change this route, trying to beat him to the left. Can't get him to the ground. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football. But this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
It's almost incomprehensible to think the Noles failed to break 17 points 10 times a season ago. That's a year after being prolific, Jesse. So what are the keys to regaining some form?
Now, Reese, I think it's the quarterback position. I think this team was spoiled in a lot of ways when they had Jordan Travis.
He's going to throw deep right side. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Noles! A great catch and run for 6.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough to get run by. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
He gets in there for the 2-point conversion, and the lead grows to 8. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Got it set up on the outside. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound. The war chant on 3rd down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Opening play of the drive from the 39. The give is to Williams. Right there to stop him, and that will be a loss of 3.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
They'll try the right side. He powers his way ahead, gets 3, but they're still looking at 4th and 2.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
This is a designed run. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. He wants to change this route. Try to get it to the edge. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense gets set for second down. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
All right, defense, it ain't working. Right? We're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. To the air on second down. Starting to feel a little pressure. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Davis. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Knowles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive. Really good job wrapping them up and getting to the ground.
On third down, he drops to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Webster. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. Third in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that third down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
Fourth down and inches, and you go read any book you want to, any analytical measure, and it will tell you, go for it. He'll take it himself. And he gets enough to move the chains and then slides to a stop.
It's not always easy. It's not always easy to call a basic play on fourth down, but it is when you convert it. You've called this play so many times, had so much success. This was a day one install in fall camp. Nice, successful run on fourth down.
Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the jumbo formation is on the field as they line up for the 2 points. The give. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass on 2nd down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Now on the move. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Seminoles now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to pass, it's Castellanos. Grabbed behind the line. It's Webster. Really putting together now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
The Seminoles are flying down the field. They're testing the right side here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Might be changing the route. Here they're trying to get it to the edge. Got the first down. Looking for more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Under heat, he gets rid of it. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in.
Intentional grounding.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throwing right. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. The Seminoles are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Robinson. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the... for the break. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And the holder will place it down on the left hash, a 47-yard try coming. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And now the lead's extended a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Throws to the tight end. It's caught. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Quarterback empties his backfield. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Picked off. A turnover in their own end. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Seminoles. And they turn it into a defensive score. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
How about that for a momentum swing? Your defense gets the pick 6, offense comes right back on the field, and they get the 2-point conversion.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The Wildcats want to crank the tempo. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. Making side adjustments here. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. And the Seminoles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass, it's Castellanos. The short hands, it's McCoy. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Noles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Noles come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Fires on the move. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Man, they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's got it on the move. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Seminoles will kick it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Trying to set the tone with the run. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide and
pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. They'll look to pin him deep. And the returner will be brought down. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. First play of the drive comes from the 38. To the ground with the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
He'll pull it down and run. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, scrambles, gets a first down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
Now the toss.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football.
Oh, he's got some space. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th down. 2 for 3 so far in this one. And he'll slide after picking up the first down.
And your decision to go for it on 4th down has a lot to do with your kicker. How strong is his leg? Some of these guys nowadays, they can boot the ball 50, 60 yards, no problem. Do I believe in him or do I go for it? And they believed in their offense, they went for it, and they got the first down.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Powers through the defender. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll give it to the back. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Spits it out to the back. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to have success. They had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these.
Turning it on. There he goes. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
All out of space. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
Man, we knew coming into this this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big
touchdown, no! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Missouri is getting hammered right now. They are the nail, and that figurative mallet is just pounding them into the ground. What a bad look. They're trailing by 28 to South Carolina. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Going to swing it on second down. Hauls it in. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. It's a seam wide open. Quick step and go. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. They're going to ride this running back. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at 35.
Man, you can tell this offense is frustrated, giving up another sack, and they're out of sync, out of sorts. They're just not used to this. This trigger man's usually good. This offense is usually good. They've had a day they would love to forget.
Here comes the heat. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on down.
The Seminoles headed quickly to the line. Wants to adjust the pattern, trying to get the edge on the toss. He has the first and still on his feet. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Lets it fly. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Caught in the backfield, it's Webster. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to fire on second down. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
Yeah, and the quarterback was looking for the big fella. And I tell you what, you throw these routes to big tight ends, it usually ends well, but it was really, really good coverage, breaking on that corner route and getting the ball to the ground.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Florida State! And they take it in for 6 more points. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Florida State, 1. Kentucky, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Wildcats, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. The pull and throw off the RPO. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. Makes a man miss. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play. Halfway there on 1st down and 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Throws to the wideout. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
And you just sort of wonder if that's some kind of moral victory from the head coach. You're not going to get shut out in front of all these eyeballs. We're just going to put 3 points up on the board. As a player, I used to absolutely hate that if I was on the losing team, because you're just trying to save face. I want to go down and try and score a touchdown. I know the chances aren't great, but let me go out there and compete.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted. A sea of defenders.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. On the option. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The Seminoles want to pick up the tempo. On the option. Oh, it's out.
Well, the quarterback did everything right in terms of his reads on that option play. He was supposed to keep it, but he's got to do a better job of holding on to the ball. Give the defense credit for getting to him and creating the takeaway.
Quick release by the QB.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Got his man quickly. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm now.
Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. And here comes the field goal unit. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. He got it. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
And they cut into this lead a little bit, but, man, it's still a huge deficit. And they're going to need their defense to get a stop in this fourth quarter and get them the ball back quickly, still down by a good bit of points.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on. Be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. To the air, it's Castellanos. Got the quick pass. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Caught over the middle. It's Alchuk. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. And this dude is spinning flaming spears everywhere, and he is cutting apart this defense.
You're going to have Noel Nation doing the chop, getting excited, getting jacked up about this guy, because this is the kind of day that starts to bring even more momentum to this spot. Now you got a quarterback that you can really trust.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll move the tight end. They'll leave it with him. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. The quick out. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. They haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Well, we see another catch by this guy, and this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. They'll run this play from the pistol. Gives it on the option. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Unleashes one deep. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown and a little window dressing here at the end of the game.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish